First at 6, we are following breaking news as veteran Tulsa police officers say they are working one of the worst child abuse cases they've ever seen and the possibility of a child homicide that nobody even knew about. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lori Fulbright.
And I'm Jonathan Cooper. A couple is in a Tulsa County jail right now accused of repeatedly abusing their 13-year-old daughter and 11-year-old son. And officers suspect the little boy was murdered 2 years ago. We will warn you, the details of this case are difficult to hear. News on 6's Ashland Brothers is live with details on what police say the little girl told detectives. Ashland?
Jonathan and Lori, police say the 13-year-old girl was sent to live with her grandmother recently, and her grandmother asked the little girl where her brother was. To respond, she said that her brother was dead and her mother and stepfather had killed him. Now, police say John Miles and Camille Lewis are both facing 1 count each of child abuse by injury and child neglect. The arrest report says the children were starved for days, and the girl told investigators she and her brother were locked in separate closets for weeks, even months at a time. It says to get food, the little girl had to do sexual favors for Miles. The report says the kids were beaten repeatedly with belts and cords, leaving scars all over them, and they were forced to use the restroom in a cup or a bag in their closets. The girl told police her mother told her the little boy died from having a seizure and says she heard them yelling for the boy to wake up, but he didn't. She says her mother told her Miles and his cousin buried the boy in a nearby park. The girl says they worried it was too shallow, so they dug him up and brought him back to the house where they burned his body in a barrel and dumped the ashes in the drainage system. Police say Lewis admitted to withholding food from the children and beating them, but denied her son's death. The report says she told police the boy ran away in the fall of 2022, and after searching for about a week, they stopped looking and never called police. Miles was the stepdad of these 2 children, but he and Lewis have 3 children of their own as well. Now, he denied any knowledge of the abuse, and the parents told family members that the boy was living with a cousin, and the family members say they hadn't seen the boy in about 2 years and that he wasn't showing up to school. Detectives tell us they're treating this as a homicide. Live in Tulsa, Ashland Brothers, Oklahoma's own News on 6.